How to make money by testing new apps before they launch. Did you know that tech companies spend billions of dollars every year testing apps before they launch? And here's the kicker. They pay people like you to try them out. Get paid to play with new apps, find bugs, and share feedback before the world sees them. Sounds too good to be true? Of course not. Stick around and I'll show you how to cash in on this real money-making pool. 1. Understanding the role of an app tester. So what exactly does an app tester do, and why do tech companies spend so much money on this? Let's find out. What's your role as an app tester? 1. The role of an app tester is simple, but it requires attention to detail. 2. You test the app like a regular user by clicking through its features and seeing how it works. 3. Look for glitches or bugs, like if buttons don't work or the app crashes. 4. Give feedback on what could be improved, like the layout or features. 5. Suggest new ideas, such as adding a fun feature or making things easier to use. 6. Find problems, report them, and give helpful advice to make the app better. It's kind of like being a digital detective, tracking down bugs and giving your professional advice. Different types of testing you'll be doing. 1. Functionality testing. This is where you make sure everything works. Does the app load correctly? Are the buttons doing what they're supposed to? Are there any crashes or errors when you try to navigate? 2. Usability testing. Here you'll assess how user-friendly the app is. Is it intuitive? Is it easy to navigate? Is the design visually appealing or just a mess? 3. Stress testing. Ever heard of an app crashing when too many people try to use it at once? That's where stress testing comes in. You'll check if the app can handle heavy traffic without going haywire. Why do companies pay for app testers? 1. Well, here's the deal. No company wants to launch an app that's buggy or frustrating to use. 2. If an app goes live with a bunch of issues, users will leave negative reviews, and bad reviews mean fewer downloads, which means lost revenue. 3. So companies pay testers to catch these problems before they get to the public. 4. The earlier they fix bugs, the better their chances of a successful app launch. That's where you come in. 5. They need your feedback to make their apps flawless. Anna, a college student, earns about $200 a month testing apps. She loves it because it's like using social media, but with a checklist. She gets to play with new apps and provide feedback that helps developers improve them. Pro tip: companies love testers who are thorough and can spot hidden issues. If you can give detailed feedback, you'll get more invites to test new apps. All right, now that you know what you'll be doing, let's talk about what you need to get started. Don't worry, you don't need to be a tech expert. Step 2. Setting up what you need to get started. When it comes to testing apps, you don't need fancy gadgets or a PhD in technology. But there are a few things that will help you get set up for success. What devices do you need? 1. Smartphones and tablets. Most app testing is done on mobile devices. Having both an iPhone and an Android device can make you more versatile and increase the chances of getting more testing opportunities. 2. Computers. Some platforms also have desktop testing gigs, especially for cross-platform apps. If you have a computer or laptop, that's definitely a bonus. Basic tools you'll need. 1. This is a no-brainer, but you'll need a stable internet connection for smooth app testing. 2. Screen recording software. Many testing platforms will require you to document your experience by recording your screen. This is especially useful when you spot bugs or glitches. Free tools like OBS or your device's built-in screen recording feature work just fine. 3. Account setup. To start testing, you'll need to sign up on testing platforms. We'll get into the details soon. You'll also need to set up a payment method, usually through PayPal or direct deposit. Pro tip: having both Android and iOS devices increases your chances of getting testing gigs. A lot of companies need testers on both platforms. Now that you're ready to test, let's talk about where you can actually find paid app testing gigs. The good news is there are plenty of platforms out there. Step 3. Where to find app testing gigs. There are tons of new apps launching every day, So where do you find paid testing gigs? Let's break it down. Top platforms for app testing. 1. One of the most popular testing platforms is user testing. They pay $10 to $20 per test, about 20 minutes long, and you need to do a screen recording and sometimes talk through your thoughts. 2. UTest. This is one of the largest app testing communities. They offer everything from basic testing gigs to advanced ones like bug reporting. Some tests can pay over $100 if you have specialized skills or experience. 3. Testbirds is another testing platform from mobile to desktop and even smart devices like wearables. Some tests on Testbird can pay up to $50, depending on the complexity. 4. Try My UI is similar to user testing. This platform pays around $10 per test. You'll need to record your experience as you navigate the app, providing feedback on design and usability. Pro tip: signing up for multiple platforms is a great way to increase your chances of getting more tests. The more platforms you're on, the better your odds of consistently getting paid gigs. Now that you know where to find gigs, let's talk about how you can maximize your earnings. Can you turn app testing into a consistent income stream? Let's find out. Step 4. Maximizing your earnings with app testing. You've got the gigs. Now let's talk about how to make the most money. Ways to boost your earnings. 1. Respond quickly. When a new test comes up, be one of the first to sign up. The faster you respond, the more likely you are to get chosen for the test. 2. Be professional and detailed. Completing tests thoroughly and professionally will make you stand out. Companies love testers who are accurate and detailed. 3. Target high-paying gigs. Some niches, like health or finance apps, pay more. These apps require testers with specific knowledge. So if you have expertise, target those gigs. 4. Expand your device collection. If you have both mobile devices and a desktop or laptop, you'll have access to a wider variety of gigs. Sarah from the Work at Home Wife blog makes $1,000 per month by focusing on selective high-paying tests. Pro tip: some platforms prioritize testers who respond quickly. Set up notifications or alerts on your phone to be among the first to grab those new gigs. Ready to stand out and get more test invites? Let's talk about providing top-quality feedback. Step 5. Tips for providing high-quality feedback. Want to increase your chances of getting repeat testing invites? Here's how to give feedback that'll get you noticed. 1. Be specific. Don't just say the app is slow. Tell them exactly what happened, like, it took 7 seconds to load the home screen on my Android device. The more specific you are, the more helpful your feedback will be. 2. Suggest improvements. Developers love testers who can offer solutions. If you think the app would work better with a new feature or a redesign, mention it. 3. Use visuals. Screen recordings or screenshots help illustrate the issues you're experiencing. This makes it easier for the developers to fix things. Now that you know how to test and provide feedback, what about payments and taxes? How do you handle the money side of things? Let's break it down. Step 6. Managing payments and taxes as an app tester. You've earned the money. Now let's talk about getting paid and keeping things organized. 1. Most platforms pay through PayPal or direct deposit, though some may offer gift cards. Payments are usually made on a weekly or bi-weekly schedule. 2. You'll want to track your earnings, especially if you're testing on multiple platforms. Use a spreadsheet or apps like Notion, Airtable, or Google Sheets to keep track of how much you're making from each gig. 3. If you're earning a significant amount from app testing, you may need to pay taxes. It's important to track your income and set aside a percentage for tax season. Be sure to research the tax laws in your area to avoid surprises. Pro tip: set aside a percentage of your earnings for taxes just in case. Payoff. Now you know how to make money testing new apps before they launch. From understanding the role of an app tester, getting set up with the right devices, finding paid gigs, maximizing your earnings, providing top-notch feedback, and handling payments and taxes, you've got it all covered. By following these steps, You can start making extra cash by helping developers improve their apps and potentially turn this into a profitable side hustle. So what are you waiting for? Hit like, subscribe, and start trying it out. Drop a comment below and let me know how much you earned from your first gig.